Pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is the science of collecting, monitoring, researching, assessing and evaluating information from healthcare providers and patients on the adverse effects of medications, biological products, herbal products and traditional medicines. Proactive monitoring and reporting on the quality, safety and efficacy of drugs. Assessment of the risks and benefits of marketed medicines. Monitoring the impact of any corrective actions taken. Providing information to consumers, practitioners and regulators on the effective use of drugs. Designing programs and procedures for collecting and analyzing reports from patients and clinicians. Early detection of unknown safety problems. Detection of increases in frequency of adverse drug reactions, ADRs, identification of risk factors for ADRs. Risks analysis and mitigation. Finally, the most important is the patient safety. Why pharmacovigilance? Drug monitoring. Drug surveillance. Alleviating human sufferings. Reduce disease-related economical loss. Identifying new information about hazards associated with medicines. Preventing harm to patients. Who will report the adverse events? Adverse events can be reported by physicians, hospitals, pharmaceutical manufacturers through medical representatives etc. Pharmacists, nurse. Not only patients but also their friends, relatives etc. can report the adverse events. In short, anybody, either the person consuming the drug or the person knowing the patient or observing the event, can report the adverse event. What should be reported? 1. For the new drugs, all suspected reactions including the minor or mild and severity adverse events should be reported. 2. For established or well-known drugs, all serious, unexpected, unusual ADRs. 3. If there is a change in the frequency of given reaction, i.e. increase in frequency of event of vomiting for a particular drug. 4. All suspected drug-food supplement interactions. Statement highlighting marine source of supplements such as glucosamine so that can be avoided by those with allergy to seafood. 5. ADRs associated with drug withdrawals. 6. ADRs due to medication errors, for example the drug was prescribed intravenously but the patient took the drug subcutaneously. 7. ADRs due to lack of efficacy or suspected pharmaceutical defects, for example, the drug was showing the effects but suddenly the new batch of drug failed to show any efficacy. What are the various sources of reports? Adverse event reports can be reported in two ways. 1. Unsolicited sources. Report which is not asked for. Unsolicited sources include reports from spontaneous report, literature, internet and other sources like fax, email. 2. Solicited. Report which is mandatory reports to be submitted. Solicited sources include reports from clinical trials, pre-marketing, phase 1,